After the building caught fire, my girlfriend didn't wake me. Her first reaction was to rush out and help her neighbor, a man she had known since childhood, escape the flames. Afraid I'd be upset, her friend said, they've known each other for over 10 years. There's nothing between them. They're just friends. I remained calm. I don't understand it, but I respect it. I hope they're happy together. On the third day after the fire, I returned to my newly rented house. A bouquet of green and white Lisianthus flowers lay on my doorstep. It wasn't the first time she sent me flowers. I picked up the card attached to the flowers. The handwriting from the florist was a bit messy. I know I was wrong, let's make up. Giving flowers was her usual way of apologizing. My emotions often flared up quickly but subsided just as fast. Every time we argued, she would send gifts, I would accept them, and we would act as if nothing had happened. I kicked the flowers aside, and just as I put my things down, Victoria Elsie's call came. Jerome, Rudolph wants to thank me for saving him. He's inviting us to dinner. I'm downstairs, come down quickly. We had actually been giving each other the cold shoulder for 3 days, but she spoke as usual without any hint of what had happened a few days ago. I agreed. Okay. After getting into Victoria's car, she noticed, I have a light jacket in the back seat. You should wear it. I shook my head. I'm not cold. I shook my head. I'm not cold. We drove past rows of old, quaint townhouses lining the street. Curious, I asked, how did you know I moved here? Victoria replied, I asked about the store where you often order takeout. Of course, the staff in that store also knew her. When we arrived at the restaurant, Rudolph Ivan had been waiting inside for a while. Seeing us walk in together, he seemed a bit surprised. Hi Victoria, Jerome. I noticed the table was set for two. Victoria casually motioned for the waiter to bring an extra set of utensils. The table was soon filled with beautifully presented dishes. Victoria stood up to hand me over a bottle of salt, an action she often made when we dined out. Rudolph, noticing her action, offered a smile. Victoria, could you please pass me the salt too? Victoria obliged without hesitation. Rudolph smiled and said, this time, I want to specially thank Victoria and you, Jerome. There was a fire a few days ago. Victoria came to me first because I sprained my foot. I thought Jerome was not angry. He smiled. I nodded. I see. It's good that Victoria remembered me. Otherwise I don't know if I could have escaped. I paused with my fork. In fact, the fire was brought under control in a short time. But with the alarm blaring and the corridor filled with smoke, everyone was panicking. The first thing I remembered was to protect Victoria, but I found that there was no one around me. I looked around and saw her supporting another man as they disappeared into the smoke in the corridor. After we got downstairs, I yelled angrily, why did you go to save him first? Let's break up. But her expression was indifferent. Are you going to watch someone else die in the fire? How could you be so cruel? I came to my senses. Rudolph was giving Victoria a meaningful look. Then, Rudolph said, but Victoria, you should apologize for not telling Jerome and making him worry. Victoria put down her fork, a hint of apology flashing in her starry eyes. Jerome, you don't mind, right? I was just eager to help. We had been together for 3 years and had argued countless times. She never bowed her head first. But this time, she gave in. She knew that once she did, I would eagerly make things right. At this moment, I felt only humiliation. Why did she need Rudolph to persuade her to apologize? She never felt sorry for me. I grabbed a glass of red wine and downed it. It's fine. Victoria pouted. Drink less. I don't like the smell of alcohol. She didn't like her partner smelling of alcohol. I had always respected her preference, and for 3 years, I had rarely touched alcohol. My tolerance for it had long declined. At this moment, I slowly poured another glass. I can handle my wine. You know, Rudolph and I grew up together. Our families know each other, and we promised to take care of each other. Don't give me that face, Victoria said. Rudolph looked displeased. Jerome, don't blame Victoria. If you have an issue, talk to me. I looked at the two of them curiously. Why are you both reacting so strongly to me having a glass of wine? After finishing